Kindred Spirits. Today, we're gonna do a margarita again, and I'm calling it a Pop It Like It's Hot margarita. Because it's gonna be a dance-related film. And I sent you a bunch of films, a bunch of like dance movies, and she had seen most of them. Like I did like the Bring It On. I did another Cinderella story, that felt like a classic to me. I did Step Up, but you've seen it all, right?
Yeah, how did I not notice they were all dance related? I was like, oh, this is just a random stack of movies I've seen already.
No, it was very specific, because I came up with the idea for the Pop It Like It's Hot, and I'm like, I gotta find a movie where they pop it like it's hot. And we're calling it that because we're using a pop rock type candy as the rim. So it's popping in our mouths. I forgot to say, the movie we're doing is Silver Linings Playbook, which you haven't seen, and it's one of honestly, it's one of my favorite movies. Here's to football and dance and love.
Yeah!
Woo!
I was gonna say not bad, but I was too quick.
I go through this every time. Imagine if I like made us do the shot and immediately put Pop Rocks on our tongue.
We should do that for one of the...
Remember like the Glozell Cinnamon Challenge?
Yeah!
It's like that. It's the tequila and Pop Rocks challenge.
Right,
And I'm nervous for it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 of our El Jimador tequila. And while you do that,
2 shots of vodka.
it's tequila! Woohoo!
1. Wow, I should be faster with this. I'm literally a bartender.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, you should be giving me tips. Next step, you're gonna grab that pomegranate juice and you're gonna do 2 of those. Oh, I forgot to say, it's gonna be like a pomegranate margarita.
This is good. It's gonna look like a vampire.
Woohoo! And yeah, we're just adding the Pop Rocks on the rim for fun, girl. Is this like liquor by itself? It's liqueur. What's the difference between liquor and liqueur? Does anybody know? Anybody in the comments?
Anybody? Already proof it's 19% alcohol.
Oh shit. Oh shit. One of these. Alright. And then we're gonna do 1 ounce of lime juice. Let me cut this lime.
Yeah,
Y'all mind that lime? Y'all mind if I cut this lime? Do you mind? Alright.
Oh, watch over here.
Don't watch! Stop looking! I chose a bad knife! Help!
Wait, because why isn't it cutting actually?
Wait. Is the cover on? No, that's
just
knife.
took it off. Yeah. Oh. Girl.
Shut up! It was really hard. I loosened the lime first.
Yeah, you made the serrated edge.
Right. I'll let you do this part too, because it's actually really fun. What's your favorite Jennifer Lawrence movie?
Ooh,
Besides Hunger Games.
I was gonna say The Hunger Games.
Yeah, which is
Oh,
fair.
Country Fire.
No, literally, that's my favorite book and movie. That's the best one, in my opinion.
I watch people do this on like TikTok.
On like the ASMR.
I have my orange juice in the morning is like 20 oranges.
Oh, we should do this whole thing like that girl. What's her name? Nara Rose, who's like, she's like baking her, like from scratch, everything.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
like
track wife.
like Lucky Blue Smith or something like that. Or they're married.
Today, I grew a lime
really
from my
tall
garden.
And my children said, today I want a margarita.
No, they didn't.
And I said, you know you're not allowed to have margaritas with gluten-free, sugar-free, all the frees.
I'm an almond mom and an alcoholic mom. That's what I'll be. Is that all we could get?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, no. I think it's fine. I don't even like the taste of lime that much. It's not enough lime juice, but it's good enough for me. And then half of this for the blue agave. Woohoo!
And we love agave.
You guys, this better taste good. Because the last one I did not taste good. It was chocolate milk with tequila, so I don't know.
Oh.
I think I'm just hoping for the best.
Like trying to make your own liqueur.
And before we shake, let's do our rim. Would you like to do strawberry or green apple?
Green apple, I'm greening it.
Alright, awesome. Is I'm gonna line our glasses so the Pop Rocks stick to it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have another Jennifer Lawrence movie, or are you a fake fan?
Oh, okay. And I just saw that one other movie, but where she pretends to date this like high schooler or something.
No Hard Feelings.
Yeah, that one was okay.
Yeah. She looked good as fuck in it though.
List some more of her movies. What else is she in? Because I'm definitely just
Joy. That's the one where she's like, she invents a mop or something.
A mop? She's a really good
And-
leading mogul.
No, she goes, it's like a self-cleaning mop. That's what it's like a self, like de-wetter. Like it gets all
De-wetter.
You know what I'm talking about. Guys, there's gonna be so much lime pulp. This should go be pulpy.
This is gonna be Leon.
Maybe I should call it pulp it like it's hot.
Pulp it like it's hot.
That sounds,
Like
that
it's
sounds
hot.
nasty.
A little nasty. Sometimes it's good to be a little nasty.
I don't get how like horny men are. Cause like, what do you mean you're like 2 weeks outside of the villa and it's too hard to stay? Like you can't go a month without going with a different blonde? Talking to you, Pepe. All right, yours looks lined okay. Do you feel good about that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna lick some good pops.
She's rimmed with lime. About to be rimmed with sugar. Boom, dum, 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 dum. Wait, our mics are like peak. Our mics are like fuck you. I'm getting green and cake, so it's gonna be a mixture of green apple and strawberry, and kind of like Cosmo and Wanda.
It smells
Can you
really
help
sweet.
me?
Yeah, because why is nothing?
While Monica is rimming my glass, I am gonna get ice for our shaker. Are you having any luck?
I think I got a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, they're popping.
I can hear them. It goes sizzle, sizzle.
Sizzle pop, crackle pop.
My,
Crackle pop.
my favorite sizzle is the sizzle of Chili's fajitas coming out to me. Before we take a sip of our thing, we should put Pop Rocks on our tongue.
Yeah.
Is that
We're
crazy?
gonna do it.
Guys, is that insane? Guys, that's like a movie.
Crazy Samantha. Is it gonna spill at the top?
Oh yeah, we need the extra part.
Yeah.
Alyssa, do you know where the top for the margarita glass is? Or the shaker? Do you know where
It's
it is?
good.
Am I crazy? Oh wait.
Did we pull it out?
Oh, we're so dumb. It's that. It's what we've been using to measure.
Oh,
I am
our
so
freaking
sorry.
shot glass.
I am so sorry. Clearly, the tequila hit my system. The thing that we've been measuring with the whole time, that's the top.
People,
obviously. Shake. Ooh. This made like a good amount of drink.
Right. Let's see if we're halfway to these.
If this doesn't taste good, I'll be annoyed because there's like a lot.
Right.
More, please. More margarita, please, sir. Okay.
Oh wait, switch. Green apple strawberry.
Oh, yeah. Great job.
We'll try both.
Okay, we're gonna put a little Pop Rocks on our tongue, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
we'll cheers to the Pop It Like It's Hot margarita. Here we go.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
Not bad. And I'm still popping. So far on my Sugar and Spirit series, have you been watching? What's the
It's
two
in my
drinks I made
one
previously? That's in my.
It's in my one player.
Yeah, okay, I'll be checking up on that every month. The first margarita I did was like a blood orange margarita, and that was pretty good. Then I did a chocolate covered strawberry, and that was pretty bad because it just tasted like chocolate milk and tequila. And I'd say this is my second favorite so far. I definitely like the candy more than I like the drink, but it's fun.
Yeah, I'm just eating the candy off the side. That's what it is with most alcoholic beverages. It's like, oh, I'm just trying not to taste the alcohol, but I'm always tasting the alcohol.
Exactly.
But I just want to have a good time, so I'm drinking.
Yeah, it's I can ignore the tequila as long as there's lots of Pop Rocks.
Mhm.
Because my mouth is my mouth is too busy fighting the battle with the Pop Rocks. We're like, why is there bombs going off in our gums? So it doesn't even register the tequila, so I can get drunk. The movie we're watching is called Silver Linings Playbook. What do you think the genre is?
I thought about this. I thought about this on the drive here. Football.
Football is
Football
not a
is the
genre
genre.
of movie. We're gonna have a fun time. I'm gonna show you clips and explain the plot of the movie. We'll catch you on the flip side. And we're back with our Pop It Like It's Hot margarita.
Boom.
Cheers again.
Cheers.
I tell. Easy. I love tequila.
I love it.
It's my go-to liquor.
That Michael Jackson clip where he's like, oh, sorry guys, I love to tour. I love to tour. It's
Like,
my
let me lock in real
thing to
quick.
do."
I'm gonna be trying to tell the plot of this movie to you. And I should be doing it well because I literally was finishing the movie like 10 seconds before you got here, so if it's not fresh in my brain, then I'm an idiot.
You just studied.
Oh. My roommate, while I was making this, she told me I was getting better at it. Silver Linings Playbook.
Hey.
It's about football. It's about dance. It's about love. So we start with Bradley Cooper's character. His name is Pat. And he's at the mental hospital, and his mom has found like a worker way around the courts, because I think he's supposed to stay a little longer, but she ends up being able to get him out of the psych ward or whatever like mental wellness center he's at.
Mom came in clutch.
But what Pat suffers from is bipolar disorder, so he goes through depression and like bouts of manic episodes. And all he's really thinking about is trying to get Nikki back, which is his wife, might be ex-wife, but they're not together right now. Pat gets released back into the custody of his parents, and they live somewhere in Pennsylvania. We quickly find out that the reason he ended up there to begin with, his breaking point, was because he was arriving home after work and spotted his wife and her co-worker in the shower while their wedding song was playing in the background.
No!
She had put that CD in and then screwed the guy who has like tenure. He's like 20 years older. He's way uglier than Bradley Cooper. So, you know, like that's even a harder hit because it's like, man, you just don't like him for his personality then. But yeah, he catches them. He goes crazy. Understandably.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to see that.
But he beats the guy nearly half to death.
Okay, but what?
In my opinion, valid. Like, you walk in and some
yeah, you're a coworker, you know she's in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
I was gonna say, attack her. But
in my house, in my shower, with our wedding song playing, you're joking.
Yeah.
Like, I would kill both of them, honestly. He goes crazy mode, and he beats the guy, like, basically almost to death. And to spare him jail time, they kind of go the mental health route, which he is bipolar anyway, so like it was because he was having like a mental health crisis. Because, you know, if you're mentally well and that happens, I guess you wouldn't almost kill them. I don't know how you would react. How does like a mentally well, because I feel like you would still be pretty ugly about it. He's out of the mental hospital.
Oh yeah, back to the
That's what sent him here. But yeah. He also finds out that Nikki has a restraining letter against him, which makes him sad. Like, his one thing that's like been motivating him to get through his 8 months in the mental hospital with all this like therapy and medication and counseling that he has to do is he's like, I'm gonna be a better husband for Nikki, basically, so she doesn't cheat. But it's like obvious, it's never your fault.
Yeah.
It's never your fault if your partner cheats on you. That's all them. But like in his head, he's like, you know, I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna get mentally well to like win my wife back. That's his main goal.
Bro, you don't need her.
Exactly. I'm like, Jennifer Lawrence is coming in 10 minutes. Can't you wait?
Can't you wait?
He's going to these therapy sessions, and his therapist is like, yo, you gotta keep taking your medication or else you're gonna go off the... So I made a little spill.
Have you guys ever had Pirate's Booty? Just tried these last
Can I have some?
couple months.
Enough!
Stop! Stop!
Stop it! This isn't you! I'm eating like a gremlin.
Pirate's Booty.
Delicious. Not sponsored. Pat tells his therapist, like, no worries about the medication, dude, because I have a new philosophy on life. And that is, he likes to find the silver lining in everything. Do you know, like, that metaphor? Even if it's, like, a really cloudy day, there's a silver lining in the clouds because it's the sun peeking through, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's just a metaphor for optimism. Just having a positive outlook on life. Just finding the good in the bad, if that makes sense. He's like, I don't need my meds. I got these clouds, you know?
That's when you got silver lining.
It is revealed to us as Pat is struggling with his mental illness, and his full name is Patrizio, and he's Patrizio Jr. It's an Italian name.
I love that.
And Robert De Niro plays the dad, and he's like Patrizio Sr. So, but we find out the dad, he has I think undiagnosed OCD, but it's very clear. He's very superstitious. He's like, the only way the Eagles win, their favorite team because they live in Pennsylvania, so they love the Philadelphia Eagles. So he's like, yeah, he's very superstitious. He's like, only if his son is watching they win. He has like kind of beliefs like that. Is a big believer in luck. So you kind of see that, like, you know, the mental illness is genetic. It's been passed down.
It's been passed, yeah.
Yeah.
I see it in your dad, man.
Right. Both the Patricios are a little, you know, they got a little party going in their brain sometimes.
Are you having a little extra fun?
Patricio, Bradley Cooper's Patricio, the junior, he gets invited to a dinner party by, I think it's just like a friend or a neighbor. And the neighbor's wife is Julia Stiles. She puts together this lovely dinner party, but Pat is like, I want to show up in my jersey because he loves the Eagles, baby. You know, he's mentally ill, so we let him get away with showing up.
We let him get away with that, though.
Jerseys at the dinner table, that's all right. And at this dinner party, we meet Tiffany, which is the friend's wife's sister, played by Jennifer Lawrence.
Hey.
And yes, and we hear her kind of sob story that she is a widow. She is a young widow. Before Tiffany shows up at the dinner party, his friend is like, hey Pat, don't bring up anything about like her job or like, you know, her husband. And immediately within the first 5 minutes, he's like, how'd your husband die? Like, he's not
spitballing.
Yeah, he has no filter. He just like says everything. They have like an awkward dinner party because you got two mentally unstable people at the table. So, you know, it's about to get a little crazy. And
it's
they have
gonna
this
be a fun night.
and they have this one conversation where they're talking about like all the meds that they've been on, and they're like, oh, you've been on Klonopin? Oh, I love Klonopin. And then like it makes the rest of the dinner guests kind of uncomfortable, which screw them. That's a fun conversation to have. J-Law, Tiffany, is like, walk me home. And she like stops him, and it's kind of like an iconic line where she's like, hey, like I haven't like flirted in a while because, you know, I was with my husband for so long and then he died, but you know, you can come inside and I'll let you screw me with the lights off. And then Bradley Cooper's like, huh?
Pardon?
What'd you say? He's
Wait a minute.
He's like, he thinks she's pretty, but he's still Nikki is still on his mind. He wants to get his ex-wife back. They're both still wearing their wedding rings, I think.
Red flag. With the lights off and you got your wedding ring on?
Yeah.
Girl.
Weird. And he like makes a comment. He's like, yeah, I mean, it's different because like I can go to my ex-wife, I can get Nikki back. And Tiffany is like, well, like, you know, yeah, me too. I'm also married, is what she's saying. And he's like, well, it's different because yours is dead. And then she's like,
excuse me?
And she like slaps him and then walks away. Because what a crazy comment to make. Just be like, oh, like that's different though. You're more delusional and more crazy because you're hung up on your dead. Like that's more the reason.
And what's he going through compared? Like, bro, your girl moved on.
He's a bit insensitive, you could say. And it leads to so because
my favorite part.
My boy Pat has not been taking his meds. He's just been relying on his silver lining and his like love for Nikki. So he ends up having like this mental breakdown in his parents' house because he's like, where's my wedding video? Because he gets like really manic and he's like, I need to see my wedding video right now. And they're like, we got rid of it. And he starts like fighting his parents. It's like a whole thing. They're like yelling, screaming, tackling each other. And honestly, it's just sad. He's just having a breakdown. He's distraught. And the police end up showing up and they're like, hey, like another one of these calls and back to the hospital for you.
No, not they got him on probation.
Mm-hmm.
They're on
literally,
probation.
they have like one of the cops is like assigned to him almost to like make sure he's in check. Yeah. And then it brings us to this scene where like after his big mental breakdown, he goes for a run, and for some reason he runs with a trash bag on. I don't know. Maybe it adds a little extra weight. You'll see. It's like a hoodie, and then he puts a trash bag over it.
I'll be the judge of this one.
But yeah, this is him jogging, and I think it's the day after like his big conundrum.
Bag, I'm like, oh, hey.
She like ambushed him.
That sounds like bullshit.
Tiffany just starts like, she found his jogging route and just started chasing him.
I went to run by myself with my trash bag on.
Will you stop? Okay, I'm running here.
I'm running here. I'm walking here.
Why is he running, bro?
Because she's stalking him, kinda. Bradley Cooper's running and Jennifer Lawrence keeps
just go home.
keeps cutting across. He's slut shaming her.
I was a big slut, but I'm not anymore.
Me to my ex.
Can you say the
Ooh, got him.
No, that really.
She kind of ate him up. He does his little jogs to get in shape, and she starts ambushing him on them and like getting to know him.
We just record ourselves watch the entire movie.
Yeah, he's just like no comment, just like
Dead silent.
hey, I like this movie.
Afterwards.
That was pretty cool. Eventually, like his therapist is like, hey, stop being annoying. Just like let yourself have a friend? Question mark. Just be normal. And so they ended up going on, I think it's on Halloween, they end up going to a diner, he invites her out to dinner, and he makes it very clear it's not a date. It's not a date. He orders Raisin Bran, like a...
At the diner?
Yes, he asks for a bowl of cereal, and then she gets tea. So he's getting triggered in the restaurant, and not being so nice to Tiffany, right? It's always like perfectly curled, even though she's in distress. That's Hollywood for you.
Why is she always in distress?
Women always be in distress. Typical. Damsels. Oh yeah, she's annoyed with him because he's basically being like, you're crazier than me. I'm a different level of crazy and mine's better. Like, your crazy is too crazy.
I'm just a crazy slut with a dead husband. Forget it.
Shut the fuck up.
She cleared the table. Slow down, Raisin Bran. That's what the waiter said. A big part of her past that she reveals is she got fired from her job. After Tiffany's husband died, she went into this spiral of sex. Hence why she has the reputation of being a big slut, according to her. Because
so that's where that came from.
Yes, she ended up getting fired from her job because she like slept with all of her coworkers.
Wait, so that's where the I can let you fuck with the lights off randomly at the party, like on her first meeting?
Yeah, she's using sex as a coping mechanism to get over her dead husband, but clearly it's not working. It's just leaving her with lower self-esteem and just emotional distress. In her past, she has had a habit of just like accusing people of like sexually harassing her when she's kind of usually the aggressor. She's usually initiating the contact. So we'll see how this blows up.
Is this Halloween?
Yes.
Bro.
This is all taking place on Halloween. Uh-oh. And that song, his wedding song.
That's his wedding song? Ooh.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's actually playing or if it's just playing in his head because he's going through it.
The cop? That's not a real cop. That's a Halloween cop.
And Jennifer Lawrence kind of sees him have this mental break because of the song, and then she feels bad. She immediately realizes, like, hey, I was just like an awful human being for, you know, accusing him of that when we were just arguing. And so she like covers for him and be like, oh, it's just like a joke, it's just a prank. And the police officer's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Oh, domestic violence, like typical prank, you know. But so she covers for him so he doesn't get in any trouble. But they have this deal. Tiffany wants to keep being friends with Pat, and she's like, listen, if you want, if you write a letter, I'll give it to Nikki, because she has a restraining order against Pat, so he can't like initiate contact whatsoever, or else he's like in breach of that.
Okay.
So Tiffany's like, hey, if you write a letter, I'll give it to her, like just to be friends with him. And then at a later point she's like, what am I getting out of this situation? I'm delivering this letter, what am I getting? You're not like a great friend. And he's like, oh, like what do you want? And so she's like, well, there is this dance competition.
I'm waiting. When is he gonna do the splits? When is he gonna do the splits?
Very soon. And she's like, there's this dance competition and you have to enter with a partner. So, you know, if you dance in this dance competition with me, I'll deliver that letter to Nikki. And he's like, fine,
But then
whatever.
Didn't she offer to do it?
Yes, that's the thing. She offers at first, and then she gets pissed about it. I think she's a little jealous. She's like, oh, like, I can't believe he's still trying to get with, like, Nikki. Watch the cat. It wants margarita.
You want my margarita? You never had a margarita.
But Pat agrees to us. He's like, fine, I'll pop and lock if you give this letter to Nikki. It cuts to she lives in like a shed behind her parents' house. It's like a guest house, and she's kind of transformed it into like a little dance studio. And so they start to have rehearsals there. And this is Bradley Cooper's eyes, because they're like there's this one scene, yeah, where she's like walk to me, and he's not walking with intention. And she's like, pretend I'm Nikki, and then like look up at me at the last second, and then he does. And they have this moment of like tension. And that's when you start. Exactly. I'm like, oh, there's some chemistry between these two. After their first dance practice, she reveals how her husband died.
Oh my god, finally.
Yes.
What have you been going through, girl?
And it is very traumatic. Because what happened was, so she was going through it while her and her husband were together. I can't remember his name. Let's call him Todd. Tiffany and Todd were very happy together, but she was going through like a bout of depression. She loved him, but she was having, her own thing going on. And so she hadn't been as in the mood to have sex lately. So her then husband, in an effort to like kind of revive their sex life, he goes to the mall and buys her some lingerie.
Ooh.
And it's like a Victoria's Secret box of lingerie that he has in the front seat. There's another guy on the road with like a flat tire, and as he's like helping him like fix the tire, basically he gets hit and dies.
He died on the trip buying her lingerie?
Yeah. So it kind of makes sense why she's using sex as a weapon now. Because like he did this for her, and like now
to get their sex life good, and now she's like, he's gone.
Like, how could you not blame yourself? Because he was trying to do a nice thing, trying to like kind of fix the relationship. So that's how R.I.P. this Fenty said. That happens, and then we go back home to Patrizio Jr. and Patrizio Sr. and they have a heart-to-heart. And basically the dad is like, hey, like the reason I've been so crazy about the Eagles, like the Philadelphia Eagles, is that I'm trying to bond with you. Like I'm trying to like restore our relationship, and this is the only way I know how. Okay. And by the way, I looked up the Philadelphia Eagles colors and I did them. And one of them is silver, so it makes sense with the title, and then one of them blue, one of them black, and I think white is another color. But yeah, it's the Eagles. Go Eagles, I guess. I don't really care. Go Eagles. We also find out that the dad he lost his job and is doing illegal bookkeeping. What's it? It's like illegal sports betting, basically. He's like really drilling it into his son, like, you gotta be there for the game so I can keep winning my bets. Because you being there at the Eagles game makes them win in his head.
Oh yeah, because his dad has OCD.
Has OCD, yep, the superstition. So back to dance rehearsal. Nikki apparently receives the letter that Pat has sent one back. And basically her letter back is just being like, I'm still not comfortable lifting the restraining order, but I'm glad to hear that you're kind of getting your life together, and like, maybe at some point we can meet up. So it leaves some room for hope. Then we are at the Eagles game. Pat is going with his brother, and again, his dad is like, you guys have to stay at the game the whole time for the Eagles to win. And they're tailgating, and they're actually having like a really fun time. Like, Pat's doing a great job with his like emotional regulation. He's been taking his pills. He's been popping the pills.
Good days.
Exactly. Popping his ass, popping the pills. Like, so he actually finds his therapist at the tailgate. And his therapist is Indian, which is relevant because at one point some Eagles fans start picking on them because of their race, like picking on Pat's therapist who's Indian plus like his friends that are there, and so they end up like getting into a brawl, and then Pat's like, I can't like not defend my therapist, because in his core he's a good guy, he's loyal, and at this point No, but his brother's getting beat up, and he's like, I gotta jump in. Like, even though, like, I know I shouldn't, I'm in a legal situation, I shouldn't be using the fisticuffs. But, they end up getting to a brawl, and so they never end up even making it to the game, because they're at the tailgate, and the Eagles lose. They take the L, and his dad is pissed. Robert De Niro is like, how could you do this? The other thing was, and this is all Robert De Niro's fault, he wants to open a restaurant, and obviously he has an addiction to gambling. Yeah, it's like a betting addiction. So he bet all the money he was going to use to open a restaurant on this game, because he's a fucking idiot. And so he blames it on his son, which, like, that's not fair. And Tiffany ends up coming over, and she's pissed because he was supposed to come to dance rehearsal earlier, but like because of the fiasco with the tailgate, he never ended up coming to the dance practice. And so she's pissed at him, and then the dad's looking at her like, is this the girl who's been like keeping you away from the Eagles games, and that's why they're losing? But then Jennifer Lawrence, she comes in with stats, she comes in with numbers. She's like, actually, every time Pat has been with me, the Eagles have won. That's when they've done the best. And Robert De Niro's like, no, what are you talking about? And she's like, no, like 14-0, Eagles won against the Giants, and it was when we were having dance rehearsal. And she's coming in with like like reference after reference proving statistically the Eagles have been winning when Pat is not at the game.
Right, and the dad's gonna eat that up.
Yeah, and the dad's kind of like, huh.
He's all superstition.
I never broke it down like that.
He's like, wait a minute, you might be on with something.
And now he's like, now he's on board with the dancing and everything. He loves Tiffany. He's like, yeah, keep dancing, son. Get away from the Eagles game. Now he's on board with it because he's so superstitious. But he still lost all his like restaurant money on this one loss. But Tiffany, she kind of has a great idea, and she knows. So the Robert De Niro's friend, his name is Randy, and he's the one who's like taking the bets. Or like doing the bets with him basically, so that's where like all his money went to. Randy's not a good friend.
I'm like, it doesn't sound like it.
Right, like yeah, I'm like, why do you keep taking his money?
Bets,
You see your friend has a gambling addiction, and you take all of his money for this.
Where his dream restaurant.
Literally,
bro.
I'm like, you're bad friend.
He's like, hey, maybe don't bet at all.
Exactly, but the friend Randy, his favorite team is the Dallas Cowboys. And Tiffany's like, hey, the Dallas Cowboys are playing the Eagles on December 28th, and it's like the last game of the season. If the Eagles win that time, you gotta have all the money back. You gotta give all the money back to Robert De Niro. Patrizio Senior. And Randy's like, I'm not taking that, like I already got all the money. And then they're like, double or nothing, let's make a parlay. In this situation with like bets, it's like you have to win 2 bets is the thing.
Oh.
So the not only do the Eagles have to beat the Cowboys in this specific game, they have to beat them by 10 points is like the original parlay or the original bet. Mm-hmm. And then to make it even harder, Randy's like, hey, what's this about this dance competition you got going on? Like how is it judged? Blah 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 blah. And he kind of knows that they're not the best dancers, and so he's like, I'll tell you what. You know, for this parlay, if the Eagles beat the Cowboys with more than 10 points, and you score at least a 5 out of 10 on your dancing, I'll pay double the money back that he took from this loss. And Robert De Niro is like, bet. And the poor mom, the wife, is like, why are you doing this? Like, you just gave away all our money.
Oh, bro.
I would divorce, honestly. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, you're like screwing everything.
And then you think our son could dance?
I just picked him up from the hospital. Like he's not tangoing to victory anytime soon.
He just met this girl.
Right. She's a slut. Pat, yeah, they agree to this bet basically, and Pat ends up leaving the house, and he's looking at the letter Nikki sent to him, and there's this phrase in there that's very specific. If I had to bet against the odds, or I can't remember the exact phrase, but something like that. A very specific phrase in this letter. That same phrase is repeated during this conversation with the parlay a couple times, and it's repeated by Tiffany. And so Pat goes outside and he kind of has this realization when he's rereading the letter that Nikki never sent this to him. Tiffany forged it. Like Tiffany wrote a letter to him.
Oh?
So, obviously Tiffany kind of has a thing for Pat, and so I don't think she ever gave the letter that he wrote to Nikki, and Nikki never responded. It was Tiffany's words the whole time.
Oh my god, yeah, because she was gonna try to get him back together, or like try to help.
Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, like I'll help you correspond with Nikki if you do this dance for me. And turns out she did not keep her end of the deal. She did not deliver that letter, and that letter. So yeah, it was Tiffany's letter the whole time.
It's not cute anymore, her having an attitude.
But the thing is, Bradley Cooper kind of likes it. You don't like that? So he's aware of this, and he's still willing to go through with the dance competition, which is like a couple weeks away. It's the Philadelphia or the Eagles versus Cowboys game on the same night of the competition, coincidentally. They tell Pat that Nikki's gonna be there to like get him to be like extra motivated to dance, even though at this point he doesn't even seem to be that motivated by Nikki anymore.
He didn't really care about that, so
right. He didn't confront. Yeah, he didn't confront Tiffany about it. He didn't blow up. They're at the dance competition, and there's a lot of like there's ballroom dancers there. And you know it's bad because they got those like frilly little like pants. Yeah, they got the tan ready. Like they're pros.
Are we prepped for this?
They are not. At the dance competition, all their friends and family are there. So Tiffany's sister, who like hosted that dinner party, she's there, and she finds out that Nikki actually was invited. It wasn't just like a motivator for Pat. Like Nikki's actually there. So Tiffany kind of starts spiraling. She's like, "Why would you do this to me? Why would you invite her here? Like I'm trying to like have a situation with this guy, and you know that's gonna ruin everything. Like we've like been working toward basically." And so she falls back into bad habits, and she goes to the bar and is sipping a lot of drinks, and she's letting this guy flirt with her. And Pat's like, you know, we're about to go on. Like, where's my fucking dance partner? What are you doing, girl? He finds her at the bar, some sleazy guy about to take advantage of her, because you know she got to use sex as her coping mechanism.
And then that's so self-sabotage, bro. Like, you know you have the competition.
Exactly. But she's so distraught. She thinks that she's already lost Pat, like, he's still obsessed with Nikki.
Oh, it's no point if I don't get him.
The audience knows that Pat is already aware that Tiffany impersonated Nikki and Nikki never sent him a letter. He finds her at the bar and, like, tells the creepy guy to fuck off because they gotta dance. It's boogie time.
Hey.
And that's the scene I'm going to show you. It's their dance for the dance competition. And you can just tell based on the other numbers that they're just like so amateur. But it's almost, it's heartwarming how hard that they're trying. And there's her sister, that's Julia Stiles, yeah. And there's Robert De Niro. They're all here to support the competition. And they're watching. And they're watching the Eagles game at the same time. And I think the Eagles are winning at this point when they've started dancing.
That was like, this is gonna win the Eagles game.
It's like, this better get me my money. Now they're just crawling for each other.
Oh, the lights, they had a lot of extra work in this.
The judges are like, okay.
Like, this is different.
Yeah.
This is different. No, because like Jennifer Lawrence, she's a hot commodity.
I know,
like,
she was popping it.
Right.
She was popping it like it's hot, you could say. Remember, they need a 5 out of 10 to win this parlay. So we're gonna see what the judges give them. 4.9, 4.8.
Bro.
They're kind of screwed.
We got it for the full. Hey.
And all the dancers are confused. They're like, that's not a good score. You got a 5 out of 10. That's really bad.
That's the worst out of the bunch.
And they're like, yeah.
We just won hella money.
Just ecstatic about it. Turns out the Eagles did beat the Cowboys. That's what we find out from Robert De Niro. It was like 30-something to 7. So it was like no contest. And they got the 5 out of 10. So the parlay is parlayed, as you said.
Parlay.
But Tiffany's still a little sad because she sees like after it's established that they won the bet, Robert De Niro's getting the money, they got the score, everything's all said and done. She sees Pat going to talk to Nikki. And she's like, it's over. In her eyes, it's over. She sees him talking to Nikki and is upset and runs out. I like running away, it's fun.
It feels better.
Yeah.
Good.
It's like if you go missing for a bit, it's like attention seeking enough.
Yeah. They're all probably wondering where I am.
They're so worried right now. Keep in mind, it's been a running theme, play on words, that she's been running after him while they're like jogging. Like whenever he's jogging, she's been like catching up to him. Yeah. Like I showed you that scene.
He's making me think of my dad.
Yeah, he's like, get that girl.
Right, he's making me not want to listen to him because he's reminding me of my dad.
Despite his OCD, his gambling addiction, and everything else that's wrong with him, that was some good advice. He's like, go get the girl. That girl loves you.
He's like, hey, I know I told you some shit in the past.
Stop hanging with Nikki. Like, she was getting eaten out in the shower by that coworker.
And you saw, bro. And you saw.
And she's running in flats. That looks really hard. And now he's chasing after her.
He running so close.
Okay, you are 2 steps away. Just go a little faster, buddy.
Call her name or something.
So she thinks it's another letter to Nikki. Because she's not aware that he knows that she forged the other one. Because it said, Dear Tiffany, and she's like, oh, so you do know. And they have a big romantic kiss. It's Christmas and it's beautiful and everything is happy. Yeah. And basically, yeah, Robert De Niro has the money so he can open the restaurant. And the last scene is just them watching the Eagles game. They're eating fun football snacks, and Tiffany and Pat are happy. And that's the end of the movie.
They're together. They're happy.
What did you think it was going to be about?
I thought it was going to be more football, personally.
Yeah, they never actually show a football game at all.
It's it's just betting. I was like, oh, that's where the football comes in.
Even though it's called like the playbook is in the name,
Right.
it's just like about Bradley or Pat's philosophy on life, his playbook on life to like get through this emotional turmoil he's going through is he's gonna find the silver lining in everything. He's gonna find the bad
my God,
or the
yeah.
good with the bad. And that's kind of what he did in this horrible situation. They were still able to find love. They found love and they found peace within themselves and within each other.
Yeah, the title does make a lot more sense.
Right?
When you think about the plot and not like, I was thinking like, oh, so we're like playbook.
yeah.
Playbook, he's gonna join a team, he's gonna do something physically to like help out.
No, I wonder if people like when they were originally seeing the movie like thought it was gonna be a football movie and were just severely disappointed. Like
Like, you should advertise it like that just to get all the bros in.
yeah, they're like, so they didn't toss a football once? What the fuck?
No game. So
But-
no game.
But I like how it all ties in together. It's like the silver lining with the cloud and the mental, because like mental illness and like depression is usually represented by like a thundercloud too.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's kind of,
so
yeah.
in that.
You're finding the light in the darkness.
And then it's also wild how like she seems like from these clips gloomy down type character. You like to dance? Like,
and I probably should have mentioned this, but like part of her therapy is doing dance. If you had to win your ex-wife back after she was freaking in the shower with her coworker, if you only have one dance move to win them back, to get them to even start the conversation, what are you doing?
one dance move to get her back. Okay, immediately my head went to hip thrusting, J-Hope, killing it girl, like boom, 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 killing it girl. But no, I'm like, I feel like I'd be offended. I'm like, oh, you think you can hip thrust your way back into my life? Right, like at the very end
I
of
know.
it.
This is what I would do. Okay, clear the area. Clear the area. And Nikki across the room. Do you guys see this cat right here? This is so cute. And I see her, and I want to win her back. And so I kind of start with some subtle hip movements, kind of catch her eye.
Start to lube her up a little bit, warm her up to her.
And then I go for the big guns. And I go,
Whoa!
I worm on her.
No, I can immediately brown. Don't phone it.
Apiclor.
Maybe I like juggle. I
Yeah.
can do that sometimes.
Okay, so guys, if you want to win back your ex-wife, you can either do the worm or juggle.
Oh, or the reject thing.
Okay.
You just gotta be popping it.
Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot.
Pop it like it's hot.
Pop it like it's hot. Margarita. Anyway, thank you guys. Like and subscribe.
Thank you for my margarita. And thank you, Jennifer Lawrence.
And thank you, football.
Yeah, big shout out football.
Big football.